Hi guys, me again. You guys know how I tend to provoke and poke fingers at Spooky, trying to get him to do something? Yeah, I did that recently, which you guys saw on the necrophonic video, the last one I uploaded. And I was asking if he could, do something, if he could make a noise or something. So tell me why. Tell me why. Just hear me out. Tell me why within a few days after that video was uploaded and it was posted, and I went on, didn't think about anything else, didn't really think about him all that much. Tell me why when I came into the bathroom today, there was a surprise in the tub. Again. For like the third time. A few days after that necrophonic video went up, a few days, mind you, I come in here into the bathroom, just randomly look off in the tub, and that same item was down again. The same item. And what did I legit ask? If you guys go back on the channel and look at the last necrophonic video, I think it's number 9, I legit asked him or it or something if it could do something or make a noise. And I've been in my room all this evening and practically all of the morning, and it was still up on the soap holder when I went in there. It was still on the soap holder, hadn't moved. But sometime, I guess while I was asleep this evening, I look in there now, it's down again. So there's no way that I'm doing this. I don't sleepwalk. I've never been diagnosed with sleepwalking. So there's no way I'm doing this. When I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Like, I don't move. I don't get up out of my sleep to do, unless, we've all been there. You wake up, you have to go to the bathroom. But you're fully conscious when you're awake. I mean, you may be a bit groggy, but you're still up, So tell me why, while I'm asleep, things are like falling over or being moved or being pushed around. Sometimes I've caught things doing this while I'm fully awake and I'm not near it. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Try to ignore the bathroom. I'm sorry. But this is what I'm talking about. You see that? Those two were up on that soap holder. The loofah was on the top one, and that cloth was on the bottom one. And they had been there all this morning. They never moved. And then I come in here at random this evening, mind you, and they were in there. My uncle woke me up earlier. He came by, and he woke me up. I don't know if they were still there then. I think they were. I think they were still up there. But it's like when I have people over, when I have people visiting, nothing goes on. Like, it knows that I'm not alone now. It's going to have to go into hiding because it doesn't want to do this stuff while these people are here. But it's like, as soon as, they leave or they're gone, sometime that night, things start to act up. This thing wants me alone. It doesn't want anyone near me. It doesn't want anyone around. It doesn't want anyone in the same home. These things have not moved anymore since I uploaded that last necrophonic video. But I come in here today and they're down in the tub. Like, I didn't do this. I haven't even used it yet. I didn't brush into them. I didn't bump them. I didn't come anywhere near them. I've been in my room this whole time today. And a bit in the kitchen. But I wasn't in here messing around. I don't have any pets. I don't have any kids. You know. So you try to explain this. That loofah has a flat handle on it. It's very, when you lay it down, it's flat. It's like a piece of paper. You lay it down and it's flat. That cloth, however, I had it sort of like tucked in there, you know, real good, where it wouldn't move or anything. And now all of a sudden, they're both down. I don't know which one fell first. I don't know if they fell at the same time. I don't know. But I do know that he likes to mess with things. I have not caught him like in his form yet. I've caught his voice, but I have not caught what he looks like, you know, or something close to what he looks like. I don't know if he's going to give me that. I mean, the growl that I caught on audio, I think that was kind of like his mistake, because he kind of came, I guess, around me at the wrong time. I guess he thought, oh, she's asleep, I'm going to mess with her. And I'm, you know, actually just there with my eyes closed, just, you know, like how you close your eyes and you just listen. You kind of hear things that you normally wouldn't. Well, I was doing that. You can see on the Entity Speaks clip that I have. It was completely quiet in my room. I had turned my PlayStation off. My laptop was still on, but there was no audio coming from it. The room was almost, I'd say, partially dark because my laptop was still on. TV was on, but it was showing that no signal bar. It was bouncing around on the screen. And I was holding this phone. Well, the other one, actually. Because I didn't start recording on this one until later on. But I used the old phone, the old one that I had. I still have it. But anyway, I was just holding it. Just, you know, I had a recorder going. I had one of those built-in recorders running. And when I heard it, I thought, oh, maybe it was just the neighbors leaving. You know, the neighbors may have left the yard or something. They went somewhere. But if that were the case, I would have heard their vehicle in real time as well, not just in the recording. That was not a truck. I came to that conclusion pretty quick. That was not a truck. It was speaking, and not of our language. It was speaking something entirely different. I wish I had someone who can analyze that, and, you know, somebody who speaks that same language and can analyze it and give me, you know, some deciphered message or something, whatever it may or may not be hinting to. Because I'm still at a loss where I got this thing from. I don't know where I picked it up from. There's three possibilities. Number one, it's something I did, maybe messing with something that I probably had no business messing with, such as, you know, spirit apps, Ouija boards, tarot cards, that sort of thing. Number two, I may have picked it up at a hospital. I went to one recently last year. Some know about that, what happened. But I went to that one last year, and we all kind of hung around a bit as a family, you know, until everything was sorted and stuff, and we were getting ready to leave. Not to mention, we were prayed over 2 times. Once in the ICU, and the second time was in the waiting room. And that same night, I had 3 scratches on my right ankle after we all came home. And let me tell you, they hurt. I did keep them disinfected though. I used some rubbing alcohol and a bandage, so that helped. But they, like, when you wash scratch marks, when you wash them real good with soap and water, they burn. They burn. I kept wondering, like, where did this come from? This is not something I did, you know. I didn't run into anything at the hospital. We were mainly off and on the elevator. We kind of stood around in the room a while. We went down to the waiting room. We sat there a while. So it's not something I did, you know. It's not something I bumped into or scratched myself on or something, you know. So it's very puzzling. And number 3, I believe it may have come from the cemetery here in town that we went to. Unless there is a 4th option, and that is that it's always been around me, but it hasn't really been showing its head all that much because I've had people around me a big majority of my life, you know, growing up as a kid and stuff, and a baby and an adolescent and stuff, and I was always around people. So maybe it couldn't really strike all that much then because I stayed around a lot of people. But now that I'm here alone, there's nobody like in the same home as me, maybe it's like, oh, now is my chance. Because I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen Ghost Adventures, but there's like one episode, I think, when they did the demon house. The guy, the priest, I guess he's like a priest, a pastor or whatever, but he told Zach basically that these things come out on their own time. They appear on their own time. They don't come out on our time, like how we want them to come out. They don't work like that. They come out on their own time when they're ready and when you least expect it. So I think that's mainly what's been going on here in this home with me, because I have nobody physically here. So it's like when I'm not expecting it, then things start to act up, as you guys saw in the bathroom. And same with like the orbs and lights and dancing rods and stuff outside on camera. That little figure floating above the roof. The little bolts, I guess little zaps you can call it, coming down on the car. It's like something trying to get my attention, trying to get my guards to lower, which I guess I slipped up and did that because I've been talking to it and trying to get answers out of it and stuff, you know, and all I've gotten was like a growl. It's like a roar mixed with like a growl, I guess. It just sounded like something I've never heard. As long as I've been in this home, I've never heard like a dark voice before. So I think it's been waiting. It's definitely been laying and waiting on that time to make its appearance. But I'd love to talk to you guys more on this. I'd love to stand here and ramble because I have a lot of time. But I'm going to go and upload this, put it on the channel, and you guys tell me what you think about this whole thing. It's probably going to be some people telling me, you know, to seek help or something or to get somebody. But I feel like it hasn't really gotten that bad yet. Now, they do say the more you wait, the more it does have a chance of getting worse. You know, because it can escalate pretty quick. You know, it can lead to possession and all that stuff. But I just really haven't been seeing all that much, you know, to draw lines to that. Like, it's, you know, like, oh, it's trying to do this, it's trying to do that. You know, I haven't really been seeing all that much. I think it's more, what it's doing, it's more about just trying to instill fear and kind of get you scared. You know, I don't think it's gonna jump that gun right away and try to leap into that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a demonologist. I don't know like their backgrounds and stuff. So I can't really say what this thing is really after. I don't know. I just know that it'll appear one day and then it'll be gone for like a week. So I mean, I don't know if they do that in general. I think all experiences are different depending on the person. Because I know a guy on this chat site, he has one, but it's like 10 times more active, 10 times more violent. Like, it's thrown things, it's physically attacked them, it has open cabinet doors so he'll walk into them. You know, it's messed with the temperature inside the room. You know, in mine, on the other spectrum, is like it's just chill. Like, it'll do something and then it'll go into hiding. It's chilled out. I don't know if that's just its way of trying to get, like I said, my guard to come down so it can attack or what. I don't know. But I'm just, in a way, kind of glad it hasn't tried to do that. You know, tried to take over or anything yet. It's just very mischievous. It'll mess with stuff. But, like I said, I can ramble. I can stand here and ramble all day. But I'm going to go and upload this to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in a little bit. But you guys give me your opinion on this. What you think is, like, in your mind, what you think is going on from all the evidence you've seen. Because this is nothing that I'm doing. Like, I'm not using my mind to mess with things. Like, I'm not using it to turn things over and stuff, you know. So, I don't know. I feel like something physical has attached, or something unseen anyway. Something has attached itself to me, and it's now showing its head. So, I guess I'll keep a lookout in the future if it's still interested in tagging along and see what else will come of this. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. And again, if something happens, I'll keep you guys updated.